Hello, welcome to Team SNG Test Hands video. Today we are going to be doing the test hands for Blackwings. Now this has a Raidraptor extra deck, as I've stated in the deck profile, links down below. If you haven't checked out the deck profile, I highly recommend checking that out before you watch this. But hey, if you're here, you're here. I'm not going to complain. While I got your attention, let me ask you guys to leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, because it really does help out the channel. Also, check out Team's Facebook page down below and the Patreon as well. Alright, that's enough self-promoting. Let's get into it. What this deck does is it aims to utilize a Raidraptor extra deck along with a Blackwing extra deck to turbo out two boss monsters that are unaffected by card effects. And we're going to do this going first. So we're going to do 3 going first test hands today, and let's just get into it. Alright, let's get into it. First going first test hand, Simoon. Automatically best card you want to see every time. Black Whirlwind, even better, we're going to get 2 searches off of him. A rank up magic spell. Ouster, not the end of the world, it does mean we can use Simoon to search for something else. And a Raidraptor Strangle Lanius, so we do have an extender as well. So first things first, we are going to activate our Black Whirlwind. We are then going to activate our Simoon and banish our Strangle Lanius. Oh no, it's gotta be a Blackwing, doesn't it? Yep, banish our Ouster. This is a bit unfortunate because Ouster can't be special summoned, meaning that we are gonna lose a summon here. We're now gonna have to search our deck and activate Black Whirlwind. On top of this, we're now going to normal summon Simoon by its own effect, which will then trigger Black Whirlwind twice to let us search out 2 monsters with 1600 or less attack. So the first thing we're going to search is Ouster, and the second thing we are going to search, we're going to go with Gale. At this point, we are going to special summon our Strangle Lanius because we control a dark monster, and we are going to special summon our Gale of the Whirlwind because we control a Blackwing monster. Next, we are going to normal summon Ouster. Ouster will then let us search our deck for an Orochi the Squall and a Breeze the Zephyr. Breeze the Zephyr will special summon himself because he was added to the hand by card effect. At this point, we're in really good shape. We're going to go, we're going to go Synchro into our Full Armor Master. Then we're going to go Link 2 into our Raidraptor Wise Tricks. Wise Tricks' effect will go off, letting us special summon from our deck a level 4 Dark Winged Beast monster. So we're going to special summon Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. Now we're going to overlay these 2. Going into our Raidraptor Force Strix. And we are going to use Raidraptor Force Strix effect, detaching the Zephyros, to let us add to hand a... Yeah, we'll go Chris the Crack of Dawn. Now we're going to... also, because Force Strix activated its effect while Wise Strix was on the field, we get to set directly from the deck our Phantom Knight's rank up magic. And because it's a quick play, we can activate it this turn. Now we're going to use Zephyros, and we're going to bounce back the Black Whirlwind activated by Simoon, negating Simoon's effect to burn us for 1000 damage. Now what we're going to do is we're going to special summon our Blackwing Full Armor Master. We're going to special summon our Orochi Squall. Sorry, and we're going to use Orochi Squall and Wise Tricks to go into our Rusty Bardiche. Rusty is going to send from the deck to the grave our Phantom Knight's Ancient Cloak, and that will let us set directly to the field our Fogblade. Now we're going to special summon our Chris the Crack at Dawn. And go into a second 4 Strix. And use 4 Strix, detaching our Zephyros to search out Boar of the Spear. We're now going to special summon our Boar of the Spear, and then we're going to activate our Phantom Knight's rank up, and we are going to banish 3 from our grave. So let us go into our Arsenal Falcon. We can then detach 1 from our Arsenal Falcon. Do not detach the Raidraptor. That is quite important, as Arsenal Falcon's float effect will require a Raidraptor to be attached to him. So don't attach that. Detach that. That will then let us special summon another level 4 to the field. So this time we are going to special summon it doesn't really matter. We're going to go with Chris just because he's the largest of our level 4s. If we hadn't had to use our rank up to get to our Arsenal Falcon, at this point we could use 1, 2, 3, 4 to go into an Appaloosa with 4 materials. However, we are in really good shape here because in our graveyard we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different monsters, meaning that on our opponent's turn we can activate our rank up magic and banish the 6 monsters from our grave to go into our go into an Ultimate Falcon over our 4 Strix. And if our opponent does decide that they need to get rid of something and they end up getting rid of our Raidraptor Arsenal Falcon, then we will be able to float our Arsenal Falcon into our second Ultimate Falcon. So we are potentially ending our opponent's turn on 2 Ultimate Falcons and a full Armor Master. If our opponent does break the rest of our board, c'est la vie. But on top of this, we do have Rusty Bardiche. So once we XC summon using our rank up spell, we are going to pop something on our opponent's side of the field as well. And on top of that, we do also have Fogblade, which makes all of these immune to attack. So these 3 are now no longer going to be able to be attacked, but their effects won't be negated by Phantom Knight's Fogblade. Or we can use Phantom Knight Fogblade to negate something on our opponent's turn, stop them popping off too badly, allowing us to potentially OTK on our opponent's turn. We do still have a Black Whirlwind in hand for next turn. So that was a really good opening. It does show you what the deck can do with very little. It isn't the greatest and most efficient way of doing this. There is a way to do this, something very similar, and get yourself a Ultimate Falcon and a Blackwing Full Armor Master using just 2 cards, so long as those 2 cards are your Zephyros, the Elite, and your Simoon. So hopefully we'll get to show you that on one of the other test hands. Alright, so here we go. Test hand number 2. Simoon the Black Whirlwind. Sorry. He is basically Black Whirlwind, though. Blackbird Close. Allure of Darkness. Boar of the Spear. And another Blackbird Close. Not the greatest opening. Hopefully that Allure will pay off and hopefully get us something better. We are in a bit of a risk. We can either use Simoon or Allure. I think we're going to go with Allure. No, we're going to go with Simoon. We're going to banish off our Bora to summon, to activate from deck Black Whirlwind. And then we are going to normal summon our Simoon. Black Whirlwind will trigger, letting us search Ouster. At this point, we are going to normal summon our Ouster. And Black Whirlwind will trigger, letting us search out Breeze. Ouster will also trigger, special summoning back our Bora. Breeze then triggers in hand to special summon himself. At this point, we can go Synchro into our full Armor Master. So we already have a full Armor Master on field. We could then continue making plays here. At this point, we're going to activate actually Allure of Darkness. Hopefully drawing into a Gladius and another Ouster. So we're going to actually banish off the Gladius and keep the Ouster for next turn. At this point, we're kind of in a bit of a hot spot. We don't really have a whole lot we can do, so we're going to have to go with the typical Blackwing play and build a big Blackwing beast by syncing these two away into our Chidori. Now our Chidori is going to have gained quite a lot of attack. One, two, three, four. So it's going to gain 1,200 attack, seating him at a whopping 3,800 attack. Now, we can also set one Blackbird close and keep the other one in hand so that our opponent doesn't realize that we have an extra negate. If our opponent is to pop this one, it's not the end of the world. Because we do control Synchro, we can activate Blackbird close and send our Chidori to grave to negate a summon. Also, at the end of our turn, Black Whirlwind will be sent to grave to lock us out and deal us 1,000 points of damage due to Simoon's effect. So that was a little less intimidating than our first board, but as you can see, the deck does have some ability to play really well. If you see too much of your spell trap lineup in your opening hand, though, and not very many extenders, it can be a bit difficult to extend much beyond that. Alright, on to our final test hand. 1 Zephyros the Elite, 1 Ouster, 1 Allure of Darkness, 1 Blackbird Close, and 1 Bora the Spear. So this could be potentially exactly what we're looking for, so long as the Allure of Darkness can get us into a Simoon. So we're going to activate a Allure of Darkness, and we're going to banish, well, we'll see, Phantom Knights and Simoon. So that's perfect. So now we're going to banish off our Bora the Spear because he is the least important card in our opening hand. At this point, we have full combo right here. So I'm going to show you how these two cards get us into full combo. First thing is we're going to activate Simoon, and we're going to banish off Zephyros. Simoon will then activate from the deck Black Whirlwind. And normal summon himself. Now, at this point, if you don't already have Ouster in hand, you can search for Ouster. But seeing as we have Ouster in hand, we're going to search for something else. Just another extender. Something a little bit nice. So what we're going to search for... We're going to search for Gladius. The Midnight Sun. We're going to then use Gladius's effect, special summoning itself. And we're going to then normal summon our Ouster. Ouster will then special summon back from our grave our Zephyros. And Black Whirlwind will let us search out another extender. So we're going to actually search out Orochi the Squall. At this point, we're going to normal summon our Orochi the Squall. Or, sorry, special summon our Orochi the Squall because we control a Blackwing monster. We control several, actually. And this is a really interesting interaction. You can then sync both of these away. Just to give yourself an extra monster on board, you can sync both of them away for Obsidian Hawk Joe. And then use Obsidian Hawk Joe to return Simoon to the field. And then you can sink Simoon and Ouster away into your full Armor Master, which is just a nice little play we have access to. Now we can go into our link using our Zephyros and our single extender that we would have searched off of Ouster regardless. And at this point, our Wise Tricks will special summon from the deck a level 4 Winged Beast. So we are going to special summon... we'll special summon a Chris. We are then going to use our Zephyros, bouncing back our Black Whirlwind. And at this point, we are going to use Zephyros and Chris to overlay into our Forstrix. Our Forstrix will then detach our Zephyros, letting us search out a... yeah, we'll search out... actually, we're going to search out our Raidraptor Strangle Falcon. Sorry, Strangle Lanius. And that will also trigger Wise Tricks effect to let us set to the field our Phantom Knight's rank up spell. At this point, we're going to special summon our Strangle Lanius, and we're going to link our Strangle Lanius and our Wise Tricks off for our Rusty Bardiche, who will then let us send from our deck to grave Ancient Cloak to set Fogblade. So we have enough engraved that we can actually activate the set Phantom Knight's rank up. We're going to then banish 6 from our grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that will let us rank our Forstrix straight up to our Ultimate Falcon. At this point, we're going to set our second rank up magic. We'll set our second rank up magic, or we could keep it in our hand. It doesn't really matter. And we are going to set our Blackbird close. Again, we could keep this in hand because we are going to likely still have Blackwing Full Armor Master sitting on the board. So the nice thing in this situation is that this is a totally live card because we can always just send Blackwing Obsidian Hawk Joe to the grave so as to keep our Full Armor Master intact on the field. So here you go. As you can see, we've done it in 2 different ways. One is utilizing a 2-card combo of Zephyros and Simoon to get us into this. One is utilizing very few cards to get ourselves here, and the other is utilizing a lot of extenders to get ourselves here. So you can see that this deck can do this relatively consistently, and in the case of the first test hand, we were able to get not 1 but 2 Ultimate Falcons on the board at the start of our opponent's turn potentially, which is really, really good. So I'm going to show you guys the 2-card combo, just the 2 cards, no other cards in hand, so you can actually see step by step how that works. I'm going to do that real quick for you as well. So all we need for this to work are these 2 cards right here. You're going to activate Simoon and banish your Zephyros, activating Black Whirlwind from the deck. Normal summoning Simoon. Simoon then searches out Ouster. Normal summon your Ouster, search, triggering your Black Whirlwind and your Zephyros. So you bring back your Zephyros using Ouster. Sorry, your Black Whirlwind and your Ouster. Special summon your Zephyros back with your Ouster, and you're going to search from your deck any of your extenders. I typically go for Breeze just because it's one of those weird cards that's a pain in the butt sometimes, so I like to search that out if I don't already have it, obviously. Breeze then special summons himself, and at this point you go Synchro into your Full Armor Master, and you then go Link with your Zephyros and your Breeze into your Wide Strix. Wide Strix then special summons a level 4 from the deck, so it doesn't really matter what level 4. And at this point you use Zephyros to bounce back your Black Whirlwind and special summon itself. Then you go rank 4 into your 4 Strix. And you detach to search any of your level 4s. I like going for Strangulanius. Don't know why, I just do. And because you've used a Raidraptor XC's effect, you can also set your rank up spell. Now, you want when you do your search with your 4 Strix, you need to search something that you can put on the field. So if you've used Chris earlier in the turn, if you used his own effect anyway to special summon him, you can't search him, but I mean, you run 3 Boras and 2 Strangulaniuses, so you should have something you can special summon. Because you're going to want to special summon it to link it and Wide Strix off into your Rusty Bardiche. Your Rusty Bardiche will then send to grave your Ancient Cloak, who you can then banish for your Fogblade. So at this point, you've got yourself a 4 Strix, a Bardiche, and a Armor Master. And in grave, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monsters exactly. And that is what you need to activate your Phantom Knight's rank up magic. You banish 6 monsters from your grave and put Ultimate Falcon on the board. So now that is 2 cards, got you into a full Armor Master, an Ultimate Falcon, a Rusty Bardiche, and a Fogblade. And all it took was 2 cards. Every other extender that you have in your hand is bonus onto this. You can build onto this board so long as you have a Zephyros and a Simoon. If you have 2 level 4 extenders, you can also do the same thing. It's just a little less efficient because it requires you 3 cards if you have 2 extenders and a Simoon. But Simoon is definitely the key to this whole deck running, because he searches out your Black Whirlwind. That being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Make sure you do leave us a like, comment, and subscribe. Link to the deck profile is down below. Check out the team's Facebook page. Check out the team's Patreon. And I will see you guys at the next video.